So, in my last video, I did say I was doing two today, and it's been about a year since I posted anything relevant. So, let's go back to kind of what I originally was going to plan with these videos, kind of like game reviews and talks and discussions about games. Okay, so I recently bought Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I loved Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. Like, 3 would have to be my favorite. I loved the use of specialists. I loved the story aspect. Well, here you go. You know, you get to edit your guns before going into a mission. You get to unlock items for them. You don't have to go with what the game gives you. I loved the double jumping, the free running, the wall running, basically the parkour aspect of it. Nothing, in my opinion, could have been better than running through a multiplayer map, wall running, and using your shotgun or your SMG to mow people down. Is also, you know, the same way when you're sitting there with your sniper rifle or your assault rifle and you like two-shot someone while doing it. But Black Ops 4 strayed away from where they were going with the Call of Duty or Black Ops series to a point to where I don't even think it was worth the $20 I spent on it on sale. Reason one, there is no story mode. Like, yes, you know, people are not buying Call of Duties to play the 4 to 10 hour campaign. But at the same time, like, there should be. It would be nice, like, to know what happened between Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. And it would be nice to know, you know, more of a story of why and what this woman's planning. And, you know, the blackout mode that they gave us like a month or two after launch is what piqued my interest in the game. I play a lot of Apex Legends and shoot, there's a few others. One's by the people who make Spike by Hi-Rez Studios. That, you know, is the drop-in survival, gather what you can, and then try to play and win. I don't do Fortnite. I don't do PUBG. Mainly because I couldn't figure out how to use the scope on a gun on PUBG. It would be attached, but it would aim down an iron sight instead of the scope. Anyway, back to the Call of Duty thing. What they added that I like is the, you know, same console multiplayer for like everything you can play, you know, blackout and split screen, zombies, the whole 9 yards. But they took out a story mode. My favorite Call of Duty game of all time is World at War on PS3 and Xbox 360. If you recall, that was A, the first one that had zombies, and B, it was same console story co-op. So we're playing through the story mode as a team. Yeah, there was one mission that left out, Black Cats, the one where you're using the plane or airplane boat combination to pick up survivors. But other than that, the whole story was multiplayer. Old school Medal of Honors like GameCube, PS2, you know, Rising Sun, another great one. Same console co-op story mode. Yeah, I get it. We're leaning away from same console couch co-op in lieu of, you know, 32 player online matches. But, you know, how fun is it to have your friends over and not be able to play a game with them? You know, what are you going to do? Sit there and have a few drinks and not play anything? It doesn't work for me. I also rented Maneater, which came out about a week ago. It's the Shark RPG. Basically, I would put it on a scale of Bloodborne meets Hungry Shark World for your phone. The evolution system is really confusing at the moment. Seems to be slow. Leveling up to your next like life stage seems to be even slower. And the first level after kind of the tutorial, you're starting out as a level 1 baby, and there's level 8 alligators that can kill you in 2 hits. Even at level 3 and 4, which is where I'm at now, it's still a 2-hit kill. Like, you have to dodge and counterattack. It's basically Dark Souls or Bloodborne. What else have I played? Oh, let's get on the topic of some games that need an HD remake. People always are like, well, this should. Well, let's look at it. Like, I have an extensive collection of PS2, PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360 games. And seems like some of the more popular franchises never got a reboot or an HD. Like they released the Dot Hack GU Last Recode. Great, 4-disc, or 4-game series on 1 disc for PS4. But the original Dot Hack hasn't had a re-release, and it really needs one. Like, reasons being, one, they're so hard to find, and two, if you find them, like the last game in the series is like $300. And yes, I'm going to end up spending it for my PS2 because I want to beat the series. I want to play from start to finish from Dot Hack 1 all the way through GU4. But you can't without having a PS2 and a PS4. Another two that really should is Persona 3 and Persona 4. Yes, Persona 4 got a port to the PSP or Vita with a PS4 Golden, or P4 Golden, but with the success of Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale and the Dancing in the Dark or Twilight series or whatever they came out with, the dancing games, why not do an HD reboot of the two? It would be a great grand finale for a PS4 leading into the PS5, or it would be great for a PS5. Turn-based RPGs are getting harder and harder to come by. They redid Final Fantasy 7, not turn-based, but they did an HD of 7, 8, 9. They did 10 and 10-2. Next they're probably going to do 12. They need to do Persona. They need to do the Dot Hack. Suikoden, PS2 and PS3. Front Mission needs a new reboot, going back to the Front Mission 3 era. They need to do another Armored Core from Software. Armored Core Vendetta or V was a horrible game, online only, etc. But the ones before it, like Last Raven, Armored Core 4, and all those were great games. There's plenty. A new Metal Gear game. Metal Gear, maybe Metal Gear Solid 6, following another government clone besides Snake. Okami 2, where you're playing as the, dog thing, Amaterasu or whatever his name was. There's plenty of games that could make a part 2 that would be a great idea. The Marvel Ultimate Alliance that's on Switch, the PS3, should get ported to other systems. That would be great for Disney's money. There's just a bunch of thoughts on gaming in the industry. I still like, my biggest thing is I like what they're doing with the WWE series this year and not putting out a game because of quality. And bringing back fan favorites, GM mode and stuff. I hope that they bring back the create a finisher move that THQ had in the last couple of years. And I would like to see them collaborate with THQ Nordic to make one. I would like to see another like WWE All-Stars, like arcadey wrestling game too, instead of these simulations. I would like to see a UFC, like UFC 4 come out. Maybe do it kind of like Def Jam Vendetta was. Like, I don't know if not Vendetta, Fight for New York. Not sure if how many of y'all remember that game. But when you learned a style, you got moves for it. When you learned another style, if it was compatible, your moves changed in order to like add a new one. Like, I think it was Street Fighting and Martial Arts that made Drunken Boxing. So It's just, stuff like that, to where if you're doing UFC and you want to take like Greco-Roman wrestling and Muay Thai, it gives you more ability. Make submissions easier if you do it, though. Those mini games are getting tougher and tougher.